Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, put the coffee down. Seriously, put it down and go get the tequila. You are going to need a stiff drink for this because I am shaking so hard right now I can barely hold my phone. You know I don't call you like this unless the sky is falling, but babe, the sky isn't just falling, it has crashed down and crushed me. You know my story, you know what I've been through. We have sat on this exact porch in New Mexico 1,000 times while I cried my eyes out about being the walking dead. Remember. God, it feels like a lifetime ago, but it was my reality for years. Those creditors falsely reported me as deceased. Do you understand the level of insanity you have to deal with when the computer says you're dead but you're standing right there breathing? It destroyed me, literally wiped me off the map. I couldn't get a loan, I couldn't get a credit card, I couldn't even get electricity turned on in my own name half the time. I was a ghost in the system. For years I was scraping by, hiding in the shadows of the financial world. I couldn't walk into a Chase or a Wells Fargo because their systems would flag me as a corpse. It was humiliating. Every time I tried to explain, the tellers would look at me like I was committing fraud just by existing. So I survived on Chime. You know Chime, that online banking app, that was my lifeline. It was the only thing that didn't treat me like a zombie. I used them for years just to buy groceries and pay the few bills I could manage. But then, and you know this part because we celebrated, I finally won. After years of litigation, years of fighting tooth and nail to prove I am alive and that they ruined my life, I got the settlement. And it wasn't just pocket change, girl. It was the start over money. It was the fix the years of hell money. It was desperately needed. I felt like I could finally breathe. I thought, okay, the nightmare is over. I can start to rebuild my life. But then I made a decision that would change everything. I decided to invest the settlement into Bitcoin, the only asset no one can freeze if they decide I'm dead again. I did my research and found River Financial. They're supposed to be the gold standard, secure private client services. I transferred the money. I saw the balance. I saw my future sitting there safe and sound. I finally slept through the night for the first time in a decade. Then came November 25th. I needed to withdraw a small amount to handle some expenses here in New Mexico. I logged into my River Financial app. I went to initiate the withdrawal, and my heart stopped. Zero balance. I blinked, I refreshed the page. I closed the app and reopened it. My entire settlement, every single dime I fought for in court, gone. My stomach dropped so hard I thought I was going to throw up right there on the floor. I immediately tried to find a transaction history, anything to show where it went. And then as I'm staring at this screen, freaking out, I try to click on the support tab, blocked. I try to call their customer service number. It won't go through. It's like they flipped a switch. The exact moment they emptied my account, they severed every single line of communication. They ghosted me. Can you imagine the panic? I'm sitting there, sweating, shaking, dialing numbers that go nowhere. I tried to be rational. I thought maybe it was a security hold. I waited an hour. I waited a day. I sent emails that bounced back or went into the void. November 25th turned into December. December turned into January. Girl, it has been a month and a half. A month and a half of silence. I have been ghosted by the bank that holds my life savings for a month and a half. River Financial took my settlement money, zeroed my balance, and blocked my calls. I was desperate. I didn't know what else to do, so I went to the federal government. I filed a formal complaint with the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I laid it all out. I told them River Financial stole my money and blocked me. I thought, okay, the feds will scare them. They have to answer the feds. And they did answer. Oh, you will not believe the audacity of these people. River Financial replied to the complaint with a letter full of absolute lies. They told the CFPB that I broke their terms of service, and therefore they had every right to seize my funds. I screamed. I literally screamed when I read it. What terms? I didn't do anything. I transferred money in and I tried to transfer money out. That is how a bank works. That is the whole point. But here's the kicker, the part that makes me want to burn the world down. They didn't even say what part of the terms I broke. They just gave this vague, corporate, he broke the rules excuse to justify grand larceny. They acted like they were the victim. They basically told the government, oh, we took his life savings because he was a bad boy, but refused to provide a single shred of evidence. I am devastated. I am ruined. I am officially ruined. Think about it. I spent years fighting the credit bureaus just to exist because I was falsely declared dead. I had no electricity in my home for years. I lived in the dark. I finally win. I finally get justice, and then this trendy California Bitcoin bank sweeps in and steals it all. It feels like the whole world is set up to crush me. It feels personal. Like no matter what I do, no matter how hard I fight, the universe says, no. You don't get to participate. I'm back to zero. Actually, I'm below zero because now I have the trauma of losing it twice. I can't bank, I can't get a loan. I'm staring at the walls of my house, wondering if the lights are going to get cut off again. I can't survive another round of this. I physically and mentally cannot do it. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm desperate. I need help, but who helps you when the bank steals your money and tells the government it was legal? Who do you call when the people who are supposed to protect your assets are the ones looting them? I don't know if I can make it, girl. I'm being serious. To lose everything without a reason, it's torture. I am begging the universe, God, anyone, somebody has to help me. I am drowning in plain sight. I need a lawyer, a news crew, a miracle. Please tell me what to do. I just want to live.